And groom is not here, but the wedding party is here. Anyway, so I wanted to just start from him, just saying thank you to him. Thank you for giving voice to the voiceless, the Sindhi people, for supporting the cause of Sindhi people, for standing for their rights. When I say Sindhi people, I don't mean the biologically Sindhi or the Sindhi who is born to both parents who are biologically Sindhi. The Sindhi means, Sindhi is the citizen of the world. Sindhi means who care for sin, who not only lives in sin or abroad, but who loves sin, and who care for sin, who stand for the rights of Sindhi. And by this meaning, Brad Sherman is Sindhi, though he's American, but I would call him like I would call Mr. Cedric Harrison the Baloch, but American, but Baloch by heart. So I would say Mr. Brad Sherman in his absentia, though he is American, but he is by heart a Sindhi. And we have a bond like his father or grandfather who have been to sin, and he loved sin and he cared for sin. So this is the one bond. And we have, so since Mr. Sufi, my friend Sufi Lagari, and he has just mentioned 3 catchwords, which is blasphemy in Pakistan, the Israel, the Jews, and what he says, American Jewish community. So he actually did my job easier to now come direct to the point. So we have a spiritual bond with Israel or with the Jewish people. And we Sindhis in today's Pakistan are pluralistic nation, as you know, and we practice Sufism. And though I'm an atheist, but I'm still an atheist Sufi. Unlike my mother's, unlike my friend's daughter, who says she is Muslim, but doesn't believe in God. But it's her, point of view. So the thing is that we all are pluralistic people, and though we are Sindhi, but fortunately or unfortunately in Pakistan, whose last page of the passport says to valid for all countries in the world except Israel. I mean, you won't observe, you won't see this kind of religious and political apartheid in any part of the world in today's world. But to say that to valid for all countries in the world except Israel. So I would just start with what bond we have with, since Sufi mentioned that American Jewish Council. So what Sindhis are, what we Sindhis are. So actually, our bond goes back to the days of Torah, the days of Old Testament, and which was also taken and inspired by Jalaluddin Rumi, who is the most popular poet in today's America. The Rumi said a prayer of shepherd. The prayer of the shepherd instantly, which is derived from Old Testament or Torah, and he really said in his prayer of shepherd a very interesting thing. So I will take you 2 minutes to read this prayer of a shepherd, what he said, and how the saint came into the Moses, teachings. It says, the Moses is a story which narrates. The Moses saw a shepherd on the way, craving, O Lord, where art thou? That I serve thee, and sew thy shoes, comb thy hair, that I may wash thy clothes, and kill thy lice, and bring milk to thee, O worshipful one. On hearing these foolish words, Moses said, Man, to whom are you speaking? What babble, what blasphemy, and ravening stuff, some cotton into your, put some stuff and cotton into your mouth. The high God is not in want of such like service. The shepherd rent his garment, heaved sigh, and took his way to the wilderness, Then came to Moses a revelation. The revelation says, thou hast parted my servant from me. I have bestowed on everyone a peculiar form of expression. That's what Sindhis are. He says, I have bestowed on everyone a peculiar form of expression. The idiom of Hindustan is excellent for Hindus, but it says, the idiom of Hindustan is excellent for Hindus. The idiom of Sindh is excellent for the people of Sindh. That's how we practice our ways, how we Sindhis, other Jewish people, or any human being should be and must be, and we are, because we are citizens of the world and we are Sindhis. So this goes back to the Old Testament. But let us come to the 17th century. There we had a Sufi saint and a poet, Sherman. Sherman Kashani is popularly known as Sherman, Sufi Sherman, and he came from Kashan. And he was an Armenian Jew. Some people say he renounced his religion and converted into Islam, but many people don't believe it, but he was a Sufi, and he came to Sindh because in India, then Hindustan was in much demand of expensive stones and diamonds, so he came for trading from Iran, Kashan, to India, to Hindustan, via Sindh. And when he reached Tata, Sindh, which was the capital of capital of Sindh, and he fell in love with a boy. With the boy, Abhijan. When he fell in love with the boy, he was just, went ascetic, and then he did a poetry. But it's still the boy, look at the level of the boy, the beautiful boy, Abhijan, and he did his poetry on Abhijan, and then he says, Khudayam man Abhijan satyam ghair, there is no God but Abhijan. And then he went to Delhi, and history took him to Delhi, and he challenged the dogma, he challenged the rule of Aurangzeb, the despotic monarch, and he was on the side of Darashakhu, and I would say had the power of India, had the rule of India been given to throne of India been given to Darashakhu, then there would have never been a Pakistan or these things which are now. But my point is that Sherman, because on the orders of Aurangzeb, Sherman was beheaded because Aurangzeb, what's his philosophy is practiced now by the Daesh today and the Taliban today and all this jihadists. And the Ziaulog, of course, he also acted and ruled on the philosophy of Aurangzeb Alamgir, the last despotic monarch, Mughal monarch. And Fatawa Alamgiri, when they whipped the woman and when they stoned to their death and they cut the people's, amputate the people's limbs. This is the philosophy of Aurangzeb Alamgir. So, but he was beheaded, or Sherman was beheaded. But coming back to his beloved boy Abhijan, and Abhijan was the one who translated Torah into Persian in 17th century in Tata. So this is the 17th century. But now we come to the 20th century. We had Sheikh Ayaz, our national poet Sheikh Ayaz. He was the doyen of Sindhi poetry, and no one poet in South Asia subcontinent, or even in Asia, would write against the fascism. And specifically, he dedicated his poetry and the full chapter of his poems to Anne Frank. And I always call Malala Yousafzai Anne Frank of Pakistan. So Sheikh Ayaz dedicated his poems to Anne Frank. No one poet, even until today, no one poet in Urdu or in any language of South Asia or in Asia has ever dedicated the poem to Sheikh Ayaz. So I would just recite poems of Sheikh Ayaz and his little translation, which I literally did, and then I will finish that. What he says, Any Muji Bhenadi Durahi Abla. That's dedicated to Anne Frank. Any Muji Bhenadi Durahi Abla, Ajijo Muje Ghav Sa Rat Kaya Gela. एनी मुंहिंजी भेनरी डूरा ही अबला अॼु जो मुंहिंजे घाव सां रत कया रहला उन्हनि में तुंहिंजा सैसी सुका सुण Any, my little sister, girl from far away. Any, my little sister, girl from far away. Today my wounds bled like streams. I hear your thoughts, your cries out of them. Still the streams, and I hear my thoughts are cry into inside me. So what he says, another poem. Hi Yehudi dhiye hiye tunji Adam katha. No poet would dare to say or use the word Jew as Jewish in his poetry even today, but I all say it. Hi Yehudi dhiye hiye tunji Adam katha. Kai ditha deh mein tu jada muji roz sukaya si gada koi gulab ja. He says, alas, Jewish daughter, what a biography yours is. I have seen so many hearts like you in this country. Rosa Sukaya si Gara Gul Gulab Ja. The winters destroy red roses every day. So the last point is Ubre to tarikh ma hujo nahar par. Ubre to, he says, hujo German ma nikto nahar par. Hujo German ma nikto nahar par. Now, he says a German mother has given birth to the wolf. With many apologies to the wolves. The wolves are the good animals. So he said that wolf has been, a German mother has given birth to this wolf. Still today the operation is snatching hope from my country. This is Sheikh Ayaz. And the last thing is that because we as Sindhi people, neither anti-American, nor anti-Israel, nor anti-India. So the Sheikh Ayaz, when there was a 65 war, Sheikh Ayaz was jailed. Sheikh Ayaz was jailed merely on writing a poem where he refused to fight a war with India. He says, ये संग्राम सा हुआ नारायण शया हुनजा मुंजा कोल बसा गया हू कफ्ता जो काट धणी पर मुंजा रत रतोल बसा गया हुनते